This is a tutorial on how to mass import PDFs into ForScore. This is recorded in October 2020. So at one point you may get a Dropbox full of PDF charts and you need to get them all into your ForScore app pretty quickly. So the way you do that is through the library now. So just to give you a little bit of orientation here, I'm going to click back up in the top left corner where it says library. This is the sets of libraries. All libraries is what I was looking at. If you create a new library, it will go into its own folder. So for instance, if I go into the BS, which is like a band I play in, if I look at any of those songs and I start looking at my set list, all my set lists are missing. And I didn't realize that. So I was like, oh no, did I lose all my set lists? No. You just have to click back a few times in the top left corner and then go to all libraries, and then you will see all your scores and all your set lists. So that's just a heads up about how the libraries work. So you can set it to just be in one particular library, or you can set it so that you can see everything at once. So all scores and Mingus and no composers, those are three separate subsections of the library called all libraries. And then if I go into another library like this one, like let's say I go into my salsa library, like I said, there's no set lists and none of the other scores are in that library. Okay, so we're using libraries now to import, to do like a mass import. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to all libraries because the scores that I want to bring in are going to go for across all my set lists. And then you're going to click on this import, which is on that little sidebar there. And then, here I am, I'm in my iCloud, but my music is not in there. So you have to click in the top left corner, but sometimes your locations don't list everything. So in order to have everything listed, let me just make sure you know how to do that. You go to your Files app. So this is kind of a prerequisite, really. Now, let's say you go in your Files app and you see your files. You have to click, top left corner to get back. If you're in one of those files, or if you can kind of drill down over here. So you just always click top left corner to get to the sidebar. Then if you don't see the if you don't see the cloud service you're looking for, click on these three dots, which is the top right of the sidebar. And then you're going to click edit sidebar or select edit sidebar. And then that's where you can add additional cloud services. Now, if you don't see it listed, let's say I want to use something else called, OneDrive. I don't have OneDrive on here. You have to download the OneDrive app in order to see it on this list, okay? All right, so once you have your cloud service set up, then, you can just go into your ForScore, click import, click browse top left, click the service you want to use, click the bands you want to use, and wherever. Let's say I'm gonna go, go in here. Oh, these are all movies. Somewhere in here is some sheet music. Well, these are audios. Here we go. All right, so then once you find what you want, you click select. Now you could potentially bring in some audio, so we don't want to do that. So I'm going to go back to Google Drive, and I'm trying to find some sheet music. This is not my most recent version of this Google Drive. Oh, maybe it is, and I'm just not seeing things right. Okay, so I'll just do select, and then if you click select all, these are all the charts that you'll be bringing in. Select top right, and then select all top left. Click the open. I'm not going to do that because I've already done that here. But once you do that, it will be brought into your library and it'll be listed in all scores. Now, it depends. If you go back up here where it says okay, so I click library top left. I'm in the all libraries right now. If I click, import and I go through that process, select all, open, takes a second. then it's going to tell me, because I already have this stuff there, that these scores have already been imported. If they were not already in there, then it wouldn't say that. So I'm just going to click skip. But now all those scores are in here. And like I said, you have to navigate these libraries. If you accidentally add a new library here and click plus, and then you add a new library, don't get that confused with the set list. That's going to just set it up so that those scores are separated out from all your other scores. So you can make a set list with these, but that's it. Okay, so go into your library, click import. I would say go to all libraries right here, maybe be in all scores, and then click import, and it'll import it to the mass library. And then when you click set lists, you'll see all of your set lists. This took me a little bit to figure out and understand, and I don't even know, there may be some other things that I'm not as familiar with. So feel free to leave me some comments. Feel free to subscribe, and please click on the alert button so you find out when I post a new video. If people give me questions about ForScore and I can figure out the answer, I will be happy to write you a tutorial as well. All right, thanks for listening.